We managed to... Yay! Alright. Cool, well, welcome to Oceanic Battle Arena, week 27. My name's Colossus. I've got Victor and Steve with us. And we're finally back for Battle Arena. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Okay, just gotta adjust the stream a bit.
And now Twitch Boosters is like retweeting my tweets. Apparently I'm famous. I don't know. Twitch Boosters, #1 source for boosting your Twitch channel. Order live views, followers, and channel views now. Thanks, Twitch Boosters. I'm famous.
Alright.
And Gragas bans, I think, are perfectly valid in the very tanky meta that we're in at the moment.
I can't believe we live in a meta where Cho'Gath is considered a good ban. That's just, like, hilarious to me.
Diana and Katarina. See, Katarina's always kind of a safe ban.
Yeah, especially in, like, bronze.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, she's Katarina.
Katarina, if left unchecked, will pentakill your team. I've seen Diana be a monster. Jarvan, standard stuff there.
Zed ban.
See, I think Zed is not a bad ban, just because he can be a bit troublesome when you're not coordinated, and if you get a good Zed, he's just ugh.
Really, don't you dare lock that in, Lucian. Come on, that's why would you do this?
Right.
I think Akali is definitely a priority pick. We need to insta-lock that one. Yep.
No.
Why, Steve, do you think that was a terrible idea?
I don't like seeing Akali in games because she snowballs like she'll snowball like crazy, or she'll do nothing. And even when she's snowballing like crazy, you can build her suboptimally, and she still can do enough damage with her abilities. So there's like a self-perpetuating rumor that like these terrible builds actually work, despite the fact that most of it's her. And it's just there's a lot of things that I don't like, especially about first picking Akali.
Oh, it's pretty risky as well.
You think that's going to be a mid lane Akali or a top lane Akali? The infamous.
Hopefully support.
Hopefully support. I think if it's a mid pick, then I guess Malzahar be alright into it. Just because he's all point and click, like he hasn't got some mad skill shots he's got to land other than his Q.
And he's got to suppress, which is important against someone like Akali.
Yeah, he's going to stop her moving pretty easy. So I think in terms of a quoting mark counter pick, and not giving away too much of your team, I think locking in mid is probably a good thing for Purple to have done there. And Nocturne, what do we think of Nocturne? I like Nocturne.
I like Nocturne.
Yeah. Well, we talked about him on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. So
he's just solid. Like hasn't been the best for a long time, but he's kind of underneath. Like he's a good solid champion. You know, he can build him tanky, he can build him damage. He clears pretty decently. He ganks pretty decently. You know, there's not much to dispute with Nocturne.
I see Taric probably the best pick of the whole game.
If you're crazy, yes, it is.
The old top lane Taric has had its woes recently. I don't know about it in the current meta. I haven't tried it. As a support, I'm still not too sure. But Quaya, you're a god in my books, my friend.
Alright, so we've got Fizz and Malz, so presumably one of them's going to be the top laner, so you'd probably say that top lane Fizz is a bit more sensible, just because he's got a bit of mobility where Malz is super, super slow. Having said that, Fizz roams better. So,
I don't really understand what these teams are doing. Like, there's no real composition coming out from either side that I can see. Like Nocturne and Thresh have a sort of synergy because they both kind of dive in on people that are out of position, and Thresh is quite good at, Thresh could possibly hook someone and then Nocturne can follow up from elsewhere. So I don't know, I think that sort of going for like a farm game here on the purple team so far. but Fizz is not that great at farming until he's got at least a little bit of stats behind him. Yeah, whereas, well, lucky that Maokai and Udyr have joined the ranks because Caitlyn had like very little frontline with the exception of Tarek.
Yeah, and Tarek is, I mean, against two diving champions, so you got Nocturne and you've got Fizz, both who have ways of sort of shrugging off any potentials. The only CC that he has, it's pretty risky stuff.
Tarek does exceptionally well with Caitlyn. Probably his best pair up is with Caitlyn. And Maokai, if Maokai plays right and actually focuses on peeling rather than trying to kill people like Maokai shouldn't be doing. They should focus more on peeling, which is where a lot of them go wrong.
You're saying Luden's Echo, Rabadon's, Zonya's, Maokai's not the way to go?
That's I don't know about that. I mean, that's probably the best way to play Maokai.
Yeah.
But no, Tarek does exceptionally well with Caitlyn. I really like pairing Tarek's with Caitlyn, and I also like Maokai's in general. And I think between Tarek's armor buff and Maokai's straight resistance buff to the whole team, they're going to be really tanky in these fights.
Yeah, it just comes down to whether he can stop two people from jumping on his carry.
I think they can.
I think blue team are going to need to, like, if blue team manage to group, purple team are pretty much stuffed. But if they don't, if they go for a prolonged laning phase, then purple team really have the opportunity to make plays mostly with that threat.
Alright, I've put the summoners up so you can talk about them too now. Of note, purple team, no teleport for the top lane. So
yeah, that's true. So really hope that Maokai, who's one of the best teleporters in the game, just with his immediate follow-up and damage reduction, he can just get in there, tank it all up, stop the people from moving that he needs to, and then whichever lane is teleported can follow up on that.
Yep.
So hopefully he uses that to his advantage and doesn't get ganked by Nocturne and forced to teleport back to lane to avoid losing farm.
Yeah, so what do you reckon? You reckon Fizz mid lane, Mal's top lane? Or other way around?
Nah, Fizz top.
That will make me upset.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, Mal's has the range advantage, but he's just going to die when Akali hits 6. Because he's not going to be able to burst her down, and she's got 2 charges of her thing, so it's very hard to get away from her. So in some ways you almost want Fizz just to kind of, to match the damage for damage, and when she dives on Fizz control pole, and he's got his auto attack stuff going on, so he's got a bit going on in terms of dealing, that might work effectively against Akali, where Maokai is nowhere near as threatening to Mal's, because he's got good engage, but his damage is not that great. He's not going to burst down Malzahar. Probably the main thing, and Mal and his wave clear is nowhere near enough to deal with. I mean, I guess that's what you do to Akali for Malzahar. You just wave clear, you just push to the tower constantly. That works either top or bottom.
No, I'd say if Maokai was against Malzahar and Akali was against Fizz, then that would be better matchups than Akali versus Malzahar and Maokai versus Fizz. I think Fizz will kick the crap out of Maokai, and I think the level 6 power spike is more in favor of Malzahar than it is in Akali. So I think a swap could be worth it in favor of blue team, but
well, basically, if you're a jungler on either team, you want to focus on mid because both of those champions have the capability of snowballing an advantage against the other.
What do we think about
definite noises? Well, I think we're about to get onto the loading screen, which is generally Carrot's cue to start talking about the podcast.
Well, I was just making a cup of tea while you guys were talking, and suddenly just switched to the... It's alright.
That's all right. I think immediately as Battle Royale's first game is,
Yep.
is the best time.
I'm just sitting here and just like struggling to not fall asleep because I went to bed quite late. But yes, should mention the Trinity Force Network, of course. The all battle arenas are brought by the Trinity Force Network. Okay, what just happened with my client?
Okay, I love this patch. Look at that background. That's amazing.
There we go. Cool. All right. It's
That
there.
background's been there for ages. You just don't play Rift.
So, Oceanic Battle Read is brought to you by the Trinity Force Network and the Oslo podcast. We are a weekly show. We record Mondays on 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We talk about we primarily focus on the Oceanic professional scene, so the OPL, which of course is on hiatus at the moment. It's between splits, so we're just talking about patch notes, we're talking about the game, we're talking about how you can get better at the game as well. So, basically, yeah, we just do what we're doing now, which is to try and help you get better and have more fun in League of Legends. It's myself, these two chaps, and Ranconius. And yeah, you can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/TForce Podcast. There's VODs there, and of course we're on iTunes and Stitcher with the actual podcast itself. So yeah, make sure you check us out, oslo.trinityforcepodcast.com, and I'll have all our details. And with that, I'm going to make mention of definitely not Udi. It looks like a mascot from Saints Row when he's walking around. It's kind of funny and weird.
What a great skin. 10 out of 10.
I especially like the teddy bear that you can have wandering around.
Oh.
It's pretty amazing. Ooh.
Just realised I've changed the thing to being full screen instead of windowed, so switching between stuff off my screen.
Quaya, if
Doesn't
you are
really work.
seeking some Tarek advice, my first piece of advice is to remove that skin immediately.
Yeah. Bloodstone, friend. Bloodstone all the way.
Emerald.
No. Bloodstone.
Emerald.
Children.
Bloodstone.
Emerald.
Okay, let's have a discussion about who is right. Who is the host of this show? That would be me. Who is the co-host? That would be you. Therefore, I am right and you are wrong.
You are not even on the half hour with Victor show. What are you talking about?
True. Alright, just gotta change it up.
I am the co-host and the host on two different shows.
Alright.
Right, seriously, Quay, if you'd like some Tarek advice, I'll be watching you this game, and I'll talk to you after the game if you want personally. I'll make some notes here or there, maybe, if it's necessary, but if you want some personal stuff, hit me up after the game. I'll tell you what's up.
Oh, change the
Right,
overlay.
so it is a Malzahar mid lane. It is a Fizz top lane. So we're
Oh,
gonna
I
fix
saw the
up.
frog. I saw the frog.
Oh, here we go. Battle for the ages.
Frog.
Oh dear, Claire, you are in trouble, friend.
Way out of position here.
Yeah. Though it looks like he's gonna get away. So you just go B. Oh, Mouse has gone hard.
Flash Ignite. Oh no! All the cooldowns.
Okay.
No,
that's very much in
too
favour
ham,
of
too ham,
team.
son.
Um,
Alright, I'm gonna finish brewing my cup of tea, friends.
Yeah, I think a supports flash for the Malzahar Flash Ignite definitely in favor of blue team. 100%. Like as I was saying before, the junglers want to put the pressure on the mid lane because they're going to snowball the best out of everything, and they can snowball against each other. Now Akali has a 2 summoner advantage against the Malzahar, so just free kills in mid.
also, take note, blue team. You now know where Nocturne's going to be starting. He's on the bottom side of the map, so you can be very well aware that top lane he's got no pressure at the moment.
Yeah. The warding from blue team's quite good. Look at the placement of those 2 wards, one on the enemy jungle, one on defensively in their own jungle.
Spread there. All right, and we're onto the rift. Dun, 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 dun. The minions have collided. Fizz got a bit of early aggression in there.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't see that sapling.
Aha!
I mean, this Fizz is actually... See, this Fizz is copying a lot of aggro, so he lost out in that train in a big way.
What he didn't do is he didn't respect minion damage for one thing. Even
Yeah.
if he didn't know that sapling was there, So this is a bit better. Like there's no minions to aggro.
Well, except the minions are now coming up towards him. So
Yeah, they've just walked up. So if he wanted to get a little bit of damage off, I would have auto attacked to keep procking that passive damage, and then when the minions come, just head straight for the bush. Bushes immediately drop minion aggro.
And I mean, yeah, okay. Fizz can be an early game bully, but
So this is a bit better. There's no real minions to aggro him, and there's more red minions for Maokai to really be worried about.
Yeah, that's gonna push. It's gonna just allow Maokai to chill a bit and farm on the tower. That was a very awkward all-in from the bot lane. Oh, I know.
A lot of
managed to reset.
I mean, the thing about this Fizz is you've really got to, like, attrition's not going to work in your favor because Maokai, you know, because you use so many of your abilities to do it, so you're running out of mana for a start. And secondly, Maokai gets health back off the use of abilities, so you have to be kind of a bit. Oh wow, this could.
Nice twisted advance.
Very good. Yeah. Your W, if you read the passive, it does percent of his missing health.
Oh,
This is
flash
smart.
from the Udyr on the mid lane Malzahar. No flash, oh, counter with the flash ignite. That is first blood to Udyr. And of course, Akali is just going to get a massive experience bonus for pushing the minion wave to the tower. And she can recall and get just an item bonus as well.
So I think that Akali did she flash? Hang on, let's have a look.
She did flash.
She did flash, yeah, and so did Udyr. So, you know, I guess that provides an opportunity for Nocturne to come in for a gank soon. Now,
Well,
just something with this Maokai, like because he's gone ring first, he's gone Doran's ring. You sort of seeing, and Fizz went for the crystalline flask start. So, like, was a good gank. But I don't think he's going to be able to get to him easily. Yeah, so you got to be careful because all those minions copying all that aggro.
A minion wave there too, which is a bit problematic. And
Oh wow! Oh geez, that was ballsy. But yeah, Maokai's going to go down.
Maokai to hold Seppi there.
So both top laners go down to the enemy junglers, and no assist for
Yeah.
either. So the junglers have soloed the top laners. That's an interesting state of affairs.
Ooh, bit of fighting going on in bot lane. The flea comes through, so does the exhaust. Scrub Phoenix, you want to back up here? All right, quiet. A lot of good focus. Oh, but
Wow, that was a great hook, but he's.
good
Oh,
exhaust.
perfect exhaust!
But no,
Perfect
Scrub Phoenix
exhaust!
able to res- Perfect.
Oh wow, that was a good stun.
Wow.
Attack is gonna finish this up.
This Tarek that was beautiful. That was just some very
Oh.
Well, I think there's going to be greed here. Watch Scrub Phoenix get wailed on by caster minions.
Yeah. But and the things there.
To the brush, to the wall.
Oh, here we go.
Relic shield.
Tarek to the rescue again.
Tarek, the hero.
Yes, quiet, very good use of your passive to get that stun off cooldown. Very good use of that. Proud of you. Proud of you.
So what was I saying? Yeah, sorry, with the sustain for Maokai, you know, he was really struggling just because, you know, Fizz was able to go hard because he had that sustain. So, you just got to be a bit careful of, you know, how you go about things. Or see you later, Udyr.
1v1, Udyr
Yeah.
falls to Nocturne.
But yeah, I mean,
What's important is that Nocturne did not have blue buff, but now he does. And he just
I think he just picked it up. I think he picked it up before he, like he picked it.
He got that off Udyr.
Oh, did he?
Udyr had blue buff, and he killed him for it.
Yeah, right. Because I thought, oh, here we go.
You're 2 levels down here, Fizz. You want to be really careful about that.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that he's 2 levels down. He must have taken forever to get back from base or something.
Well, there's a
Oh,
10
yes. Never mind.
10 farm deficit. I think most of it was where Fizz died compared to where Malachi died when they were both walking back the lane.
Oh, this looks like it's... Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's going to be kill. Yeah.
Oh! Just watching the health tick down is always just heightened tension. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, Malachi teleported back to lane, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas Fizz had to walk
Of course,
back.
yeah. So, I mean, that gives you the advantage. But, I mean, of course, that advantage is, like, you didn't get anything from that because he didn't have the regen. Like, he really should have gone back and bought a crystalline fast just because he would know that...
Well, I'm actually surprised he didn't start the crystalline flash. It's not
Yeah.
that-
Yeah,
I would've
I would have, yeah.
Yeah.
The ring start on Maokai is good surprise. impression there. That's going to clean it up.
Yeah.
The ring start on Maokai is something you actually do when you want to take a camp first, because Maokai is not someone you typically expect to have a lot of lane pressure over someone. Going ring allows you to throw down a bunch of saplings and clear up a Wraith camp real quick and then teleport to lane with a level advantage. I don't recall him ever doing that. So I would have, against Fizz, I would have started a Flask. Against the heavy AD sort of character, I would have started with a Cloth and 5 pots. So that's how I play.
Yeah. I mean, generally any tank top laner, you're probably going to want to start with a Crystalline Flask.
Yeah.
There's huge amount of damage there. Look, like Nocturne just showed up and got a little bit of damage down on.
Well, he's already got his Warrior enchant, so that's going to give him a lot of damage. Because he's got the armor pen, he's got the cooldown, he's got the attack damage.
I'd like to see him get a spooky knife later as well. And double brutalizer damage.
And this is you clear the wards. So it looks like Udyr is the only person who swapped out for a sweeper at the 8-minute 30 mark. Just FYI, 7 minutes you should already have your sweeper because that's when people are making dragon attacks.
Yep.
Also, another point, it's almost 9 minutes and you still have to wait a dragon attack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this...
Quick note, Quaya, when you get your side stones, you sell your reward straight away.
Well, here we go. Level 6 Akali goes aggressive on level 7
Malzahar.
And Malzahar comes out quite
His
sore.
passive ultimate is down. That's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
Space aids, the ignite, and the little, what did you call them a couple weeks ago? The wooby jubbies or some shit.
He called them giblets, I think he called them.
Oh, is that me? Me talked about it?
Yes.
You called them gribblies. That's
Gribblies, yeah, Gribblies. Little Gribblies. I mean, this Maokai, I mean, that was a nice move. Oh, yeah, see you later, Maokai. See, he's playing more aggressively than he should be. He should really essentially see it as to sit back, let Fizz push a bit, wait till you get your catalyst, because once he gets his catalyst, he'll have a bit more regen, a bit more sustain. It's just at the moment he can't keep up with Fizz's.
Under the tower too, nice. Did you see? It was very smart ward placement from Udyr. Udyr ran towards Fizz and expecting the troll pole or dash out of it, he put a ward in the brush that he could have done that too.
Yeah.
To drop vision, but continued his.
This is a good fight.
Oh wow, this is
Straight on
the
top of
trap.
the trap, and then runs into a Tarek stun. Scrub Phoenix should be able to clean this one up, but Seppi's gonna kill it.
Nice!
Scrub unnecessarily flashes away, and now Quaya's on the aggressive into Geminis, but he looks like he's gonna get out unless he's back soon.
He's got no passive regen apart from just his standard stats, so he wasn't able to get enough for that extra stun, and also Scrub Phoenix had stopped 2 auto attacks and minions, so they would have finished that.
Scrub got scared and flashed away.
See, this is a great move by...
Here we go. They've got 5 people at the dragon. Like, we've got a couple of people that are low health, but when you've got 5 and you've just killed them, yeah, that's perfect transition there.
You gotta watch out. See this. Yeah, that's great.
Getting out of there.
Yeah.
That's going to send him away. Fizz actually came to the Dragon Pit, which means he won't actually be able to push up and get a lot of damage on top tower.
Yeah.
And Maokai still has teleport. He walked to the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, that's actually something very important to stress, is when you know that the enemy team is getting an objective, try your best to try and trade an objective back. So if they're getting dragon, you want to get top tower, or you want to get like huge amount of vision around the enemy blue buff, or something you know you can do safely that's going to give you an advantage where otherwise it would have just been a deficit. So Fizz could have used that opportunity to catch up in farm, push to the tower, and get some damage down. Or
here we go. We have them taking an objective, so that was a good move.
And transition from them, but most of that is due to blue side's inability to recognize the weakness there. Like there was a pushing opportunity for them. They could have regrouped in the mid area and pushed that minion wave before they recalled or moved away. You know, everyone just kind of went back to business as usual.
There you go. Sapling's going to spot out Nocturne there, so no fight going to happen in top lane.
Well, I mean, it was also enabled by what Malzahar did, which was very smart, which was to push. I mean, he is a pushing champion. You know, if you're, if you can't go to Dragon to contest it, you push your lane, and Malzahar's perfect for that. He was able to get some really good damage against the turret, which got it down so low that they could just get that quick push. So that was great work by Malz in ahead of, when that Dragon was going down. I mean, really, like Maokai probably
We're gonna
should. If
flash
he,
play in bot lane. The box completely surrounds Tarek, focuses all his attention onto the Graves instead of the support. Very good, and now they can turn and clean up this. Oh, it looks like his play is going to get him out of there. Oh no!
Yeah, but
here comes
Scrub.
the
There we go.
Bam! He's gone.
Yep, that's good. That's fine. Now you just push
Very good.
push the lane.
Always focus the AD carry when they engage you, because the support's just going to CC you. He's not going to deal any damage. If you stop Graves from dealing any damage, then you've done good. Which is exactly what Clay did. And that stun, you better oh, here comes the engage. On the turret, however.
Nice Nocturne response. Basically shut down that one ultimate, shut down that entire push, and now the roam down from Malzahar.
Oh my god, look, they're all dying.
3 for 1, that is beautiful. Oh, I heard a flash burn. Wow.
Looks like it's an ace.
That's ace!
Wow.
So 13 minutes. That is just beautiful play from everybody. And part of that comes down to the whole the red team's ability
Response.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That just their ability to pick people off and follow up on catches that we were talking about on Champ Select really came into play there. And yeah, it looks like Fizz is just slowly creeping ahead of this zero form Maokai. Like, yeah, like this game's actually quite exciting. I'm psyched for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I think Malzahar, like, because he's already taken the mid tower down. Like, you know, he's got a lot more freedom to go to another lane to try and counter a push. So, you know, you need to blue team sort of really needed to factor that in before you know, before they all start roaming to one spot. Just going back a little bit, so Maokai, when he finished the dragon, he should have immediately teleported top, because they could have, he could have probably pushed it to the turret and got some damage down, because really, if you've just taken dragon, unless you're anticipating coming for a gank in bottom, you really just, you know, you want to try and get to the turret, and particularly Fizz is around the dragon pit. Teleporting to top gives you heaps of time to push that turret, and Maokai's pretty good at pushing, you know, between his sapling, between his AoE, Q, you know, he can actually push relatively quickly. So, something that, yeah, he could have done was, and that would have at least, I mean, it would have enabled them to burn down top just a little bit. Probably wouldn't have taken it down, because Maokai's base damage is not that great, but it would have helped a bit.
What do you guys think of the Leandri's Torment Rush on Malzahar?
It's okay.
Depends what kind of build you're going for. I've seen plenty rush like a rower or something, and I've seen a lot just go straight.
That was great sidestepping by Caitlyn
and he's
there.
fallen on a trap again. One more auto attack, that's going to clean him up. Oh, the exhausts come through. Scrub's not going to deal any damage. The minions are just going to.
And the minions are caning him.
So it looks like Quayer working that passive. Ooh, yeah, work that passive, Tarek.
See, actually, what he could, I don't know when his shield, but like he actually had a charge of his relic shield. If he had actually hit a minion, he probably would have saved Caitlyn there. Which is something, I mean, I personally wouldn't necessarily have realised, because, you know, like, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I mean, this is a great game, by the way.
They're going under.
Great,
risky,
and
but it's aggroed Malzahar. Oh, that's going to go down.
Yeah, I think there was a moment in that bottom lane slap where
He's getting it.
wow.
Ooh. Found him in the jungle.
Yep.
And Udom, the animal.
yeah, you don't really be able to get away from
And here comes the stun. Oh, is he going to follow?
Oh,
Hit the
down!
minion, hit the minion, hit the minion!
Shut down gold goes through.
Yeah.
Remember?
So yeah, if Tarek, ooh, no hook. If Tarek hit one of the minions, you would have probably saved Caitlyn's life. Yeah, that was not smart, Graves. You're gonna die. He's gonna get his.
He hasn't got mana for stun.
It's gonna come up though, and he's. Yeah.
There you go.
And then Maokai's in. Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Right in time for a dragon respawn.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Time is in that game. Good job. Now Tarek has his sweeper, but he hasn't used it, and they're doing dragon. Now we talked about this on. Was it last week?
Is it on cooldown though?
No.
Yeah, it's
Unless
not.
my game's bugged up.
It wasn't on cooldown. I don't think it was. I've mentioned this before. When you're doing dragon, ideally you want to have swept the outside of the pit and put a pink in the pit.
Yeah. Well, I don't see any pink wards in anyone's inventories at the moment. Well, there's on the red side there are, but not on the blue side.
This is going to be a close game. I'm excited.
Well, it's neck and neck at the moment, which is interesting. So this is a good move by Mouse. He's superior. He's
For once, we actually managed to balance the goddamn teams.
This is a smart move by Mouse. Pushing towers is what he does. He doesn't. You really almost don't want him in a fight. Like, it's a waste of his time to be grouped up in a fight because he just pushes so much better than anybody else.
Yeah, Malzahar's got some of the best wave clear and push potential in
Yeah,
the game.
well, the space aids is just, phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. In a fight, all Malzahar can really do is 100 to 0, one person, and probably die. That's the most you normally get out of Malzahar.
Malzahar's biggest weakness is that he's completely immobile if he ever uses his ultimate team up.
Yeah.
So that really does tie him up. However, in a 1v1 dueling situation, when you're 4-2-2 and you have 2 spell pen items and some Doran's rings,
Oh,
yeah.
no. What a...
Oh, wow. That was a beautiful one.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the flash is still on cooldown. Now, I want to actually speak about that before, is we're in that bottom 2v2, where Tara came out, Soul Liver and Champion. Scrub Phoenix on Caitlyn actually flashed in to try and get the kill on the enemy support. And he should have just auto-attacked the closest target, rather than putting himself in the situation where he was going to die. As Carrot brought up, if he'd gotten his face in the mountain rock, that he might have lived through it, but he didn't need to do that. And that unnecessary, yeah, exactly, that use of the flash cost him his life there. And there's Malzahar with no one to stop him,
Yeah.
just happily using his ult, killing people.
So that was
Fizz should be recalling here. I think Fizz should be pushing with them.
Yep.
Like, Nocturne sticking around. Like, Maokai and Caitlyn can go 2v2 against a low health Nocturne. But if there's 3 of them there we go. Yeah, the Fizz is sticking around. Okay, so many people have responded to the push. It's not going to go anywhere. But they know that they could rotate through the enemy jungle and clear wards, place their own wards and such, because they know that 2 people are dead and 3 people are defending towers. So that would have been a great opportunity to rotate through to the mid, put down some wards, and get out safely. Malzahar really did work on this wave in top lane. Wow, it's just huge. It's pushing like a monster. They have to send at least one person there. See, now if they hadn't recalled there, if they hadn't pulled off and recalled, and they'd rotated mid, they would have had pressure on 2 towers at the same time, and they would have been able to, even at their depreciated health levels, they probably could have won a 4v3.
Also, if there was a teleport on their team, someone could have gone top and probably even killed the tower.
That is true.
Ooh, so bot tower's gone down.
Indeed it has. And now Udyr, I'm fairly certain I saw Udyr going Phoenix stance before, so he's going to want to be pushing as much as he possibly can to take advantage.
Yeah, this is a Bear Phoenix Udyr, so this is a high aggression, chase people and burn the crap out of them kind of Udyr.
Yeah.
As opposed to my style of Udyr, which is Turtle Bear.
Yep.
Right, I play a very tanky defensive Udyr.
Yeah, that's my style of Udyr as well.
Not saying your style of Udyr is bad, Mr. Captain Fried Eggs. Great name, by the way.
Yeah, it is a great name.
No, that's perfectly fine Udyr style.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Udyr Phoenix build is designed to kind of split push, and as I said at the champ select screen, is that blue team really want to be grouping as 5, and using that Udyr to kind of peel for the Caitlyn and let Kali just do her work. Whereas the purple team want to be in the smaller skirmishes, picking people off, and because they've got the kit to do it.
Oh, made it.
Oh, Zahar's
Malzahar ult went down on Tarek.
Yeah.
Not a very high priority target there. And he lives. Oh my god, I love this champion so much. Meanwhile, Udom redeemed himself from the start of the game. He has out-dueled Nocturne.
Yeah. I just want to point out that there was 5 members of the blue team on the screen at one time, and we now have 4 dead people on the red team. So that can't just be a coincidence. Fizz at top lane with no teleport, trying to push it. It's going to cost him his team. It's going to cost him his tower. It might get a bit of pressure on that tower, but Maokai's going to go and relieve that.
Now, blue team should really go back, like, immediately, because Dragon's up in 40 seconds. They want to be there contested. So Udyr's got $2 grand. Akali's got 18. Oh, she's gone back. So Udyr really has to go back. Caitlyn really has to go back, and she might get ganked, taken down now.
She's dead.
Yeah.
She overstayed her welcome. There was no reason for her to be there. She had no wards on this. Well, she had on one side, but.
Well, she stayed around and waited for a champion who's designed to kill her type of champion to come and get her.
And it's pretty much the rule of these compositions: if blue team up, they win. If they solo, they lose. That's pretty much it. And that was just another case of overextension for absolutely no reason. Like as you said, Dragon respawning. Now Caitlyn is there for the Dragon timer.
But see, red team have not moved because Fizz went back instead of staying around. Had he stayed around, it would have been 5v4. But I mean, Graves didn't even move to position himself to get to contest the Dragon.
To be fair to red team, they didn't know the timer on Dragon.
Well, yeah, but if you see everybody going in, it's pretty easy to figure out. Like, you should have a general idea. I mean, you can actually hear Dragon being taken down now, even if you don't see it.
But if you look at the wards on the map, they didn't really have good vision on where they were. They just knew they were all in the general
scrub fighting. Oh my god, that big crit! Oh, he always walks away when I don't want him to. Have you got your ult?
Come down.
Use it.
The Caitlyn ult's up, but he
wasn't able to spot. He walked out of sight before it was cast.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't Graves! Don't!
Oh, that's it.
Oh, here we go.
Damn.
The quote from Austin Powers comes to mind. Just I too would like to live dangerously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 280 carries that have died completely unnecessarily.
Yeah.
They had a perfect opportunity to get the hell out of dodge. Like, we knew that Caitlyn's ult could kill him. All that he needed was vision.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, it's a really and I'm guilty of this as well because I'm a bronze player. But you can get the kill, and you hang around dangerously for no reason. I mean, I'm particularly bad at it on ARAM, but it is ARAM after all, so it doesn't really matter that much.
All you need to do is be in range of one thresh hook and you guys lose the fight. Wow, he's moving fast.
That was a smart move, putting that pink ward down, anticipating them to attack.
Yeah. Blue group up right now, they will take top tower just by the minion wave. Because red team cannot afford to not group as 5 when their group is 5. They've got a better 5v5 team comp, and blue have a massive minion wave. See, Udyr should not be splitting right here. They will get the tower.
Yeah, except that he's moving so quick. They won't be able to get there unless Maokai teleports, which he's got his teleport. Except Maokai's on their team. Sorry, yeah, same team. So, just the Tiger stance is going to...
Malzahar has done exactly what you would expect him to do. He's gone up to defend that tower, which is what they needed to do. But if they'd stayed as 5, they would be at the inhibitor by now.
Well, except that Udyr stopped to attack minions. If he just kept attacking the tower would have gone down, and then that massive minion wave would have taken down Malzahar.
Yeah, and then the purple team would have taken down the blue team.
Oh, Akali. Too ham, son. Too ham.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the crits!
This is exactly what I was doing. The second blue team split up, they guarantee the loss of the next fight. They need their entire team together for it to work. Whereas the red team, they just need a couple, like 1 or 2 people to take on 1 or 2 people, and they will come out every time ahead. This is bloodbath.
Yeah.
Just unnecessary deaths with no goal, really, in mind. Dragon wasn't up. Maybe red team were defending their pink wards that they have, but, nothing else was done there.
Good evening, Tribal Mind, by the way. He's in chat, so say hello.
Tribal Mind! You're a champ. Yeah. Now, Phoenix Udyr, as I was saying before, he's really good in a split push situation. Where, he didn't necessarily play poorly then, but it's about recognizing what your composition does and using those strengths and weaknesses to your own advantage. Minimize the risk and capitalize on what you can.
I should also, Nocturne just took the blue buff. I think at this stage you probably really can give it to your mid laner, because it's not like Mouse is not.
It's rings too, so it's not like he's built any cooldown reduction.
Yeah. And you know, Mal's like give him blue buff, he's going to be able to endlessly push. Like, and he's 8-3-2, so it's not like he's behind and you need to be careful. So yeah, and taking red buff instead of giving it to your marksman again, it's probably not the wisest idea. So
Yeah, I mean, we've got 236 ability power on Malzahar, 205 on Akali, so Akali's not actually that far behind in terms of actual ability power, but Malzahar just takes advantage of that way better. So Udyr was able to sneak one thing. He's going to try and duel a Nocturne in the enemy jungle with no ward coverage. That's just...
yeah, and a pretty fed Udyr as well at that.
Oh, Seppi using
that was good. That was a good move.
Yeah. Again, stop splitting up, blue team.
Yep.
That's what they need to recognize. And like as I said, they could already be at the inhibitor by now if they'd stuck together. But because they've split up, well, Udyr specifically has split up. Yeah, purple team are able to do what their comp does without having to set anything up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to be a bit tougher though because Mouse has got to the point where his wave clear is pretty good, and so's Graves. So I think there's a point which you're probably not going to be able to push. You know, even with Caitlyn, you know, getting to the tower is going to be a lot easier said than done, I'd say.
Well, if you consider, like, if Malzahar's going to be off pushing somewhere, right, then the team that has the better team fight already is going to be in a 5v4 situation. They can just siege easily. Like, Udyr and Maokai will be able to pick off anyone who tries to stop Caitlyn from the early.
Oh, wow.
King. He's gone into the Tiger Stand. Phoenix.
Here we go.
Him off? Here we go. Where's the bear? There's the bear. Slap him to death. He's gone. Now he's gonna run.
Yeah. So that was really like red team overextending in needlessly. You know, Fizz was just went too aggressive. Like he could have just hung back. Malzahar tried to run away when Udyr came, but you know, at the point at which you're trying to run away from Udyr, like when you see him, it's too late. You're already dead. So, I mean, especially... Whoa, the crits! Oh, gosh, wow.
Get him, Udom. Oh, yeah, look at that. Earn that paycheck, Udom. And he's out of there. Not a problem.
Where's the heals? No heals from Tarek.
No.
Rude boy.
Seppi's not a team player.
Yeah.
What do you think of builds?
Builds, yeah, Tarek's great. I mean, the thing about Tarek, yeah, okay, like, he has issues, but he builds tanky easily. Like, you know, I mean, he's only really got 2 full items, and he's just like 3,000 health. Like his base health is pretty insane.
No, sniped with that ult. They need to leave this one. Get out of there. Yeah, and my god, there's the smite. I don't think Tarek's gonna get out of here if he doesn't have flash. 12 seconds.
But yeah, he's got Righteous Glory and he's got his shield. So
Righteous Glory.
That's really interesting. What's really interesting about that is blue team had ward coverage of that Fizz coming in. They really could have killed him.
Yeah.
But instead, Udyr ran, Caitlyn ran the wrong way, and Tarek did what Tarek does. He stands there and looks gorgeous. Like, and that was just poorly taught team. Like, they didn't take advantage of the vision that they had. Also, they should have just got the tower and left. Unless you've got 5 on blue team, if you've got a free objective, take it. But otherwise, fall back to your allies.
We were talking about Malzahar's build before, and we were I think it was Steve questioned the Leandri's torment. Actually, I think the build he's gone for is particularly good against, because he's got so many tanks to worry about, Tarek, Udom, and Maokai. I think the Leandri's Riley's is probably a good way to go. Getting space aids on someone and that double damage % health shred is going to be really good.
It really does add to what he can do in a team fight with that Riley's slow as well. Because he can just throw just out a couple of spells and he'll continue doing damage and slowing for that entire duration. So it adds to his survivability in team fights as well.
Yeah, and so now you got both Fizz and Malzahar have something to really hurt these tanks up with.
And yeah, I don't like Akali's build because it's Akali's build. Like, I still like. You can talk about the gold efficiency of Hextech Gunblade until you're blue in the mouth, but when you look at it, at the end of the day, you do more damage with pure AP. Oh, Oh, nice juggling. That was hook and the dodge.
Oh, look at all this. Is he going to be able to get out that big slow? He hasn't got flash for another 100 seconds. I don't think he can live out that long.
He might be able to. It is Udyr. He does have a lot of movement speed, but his chasing capabilities are pretty amazing. Again, if anyone on blue team is ghosting the ghosting this call, I've been saying it for 25 minutes. Group up. Group as 5 and win. That is literally what you need to do. And the longer you stop doing that, the more gold you're going to give this Malzahar. Graves will eventually get over his 1-8-ness and just have all the AD items he requires. Like, the window is closing. Granted, the scaling on the blue team is better with Caitlyn, Maokai, Udyr.
You still need to be team fighting to make use of that better scaling, though.
Exactly.
I just for the sake of anybody who's actually watching, I apologize for the quality of the my client is being a pain in the butt with his windowed mode, so it's just currently making it very difficult for me to actually line up the screen and stuff.
Yeah, I just want to say kudos to Caitlyn there for not blowing any summoner spells on a guaranteed death. Like, Caitlyn was going down in that fight regardless of what summoners she blew, so holding on to them was a better idea.
I'm just going to quickly close the client to get it to refresh.
13 viewers in the stream, what's up?
Let me reconnect. Sorry, everybody. Reconnect.
Look at this minion wave. They're going to deal with this minion wave in mid, otherwise this is going to be unnecessary farm lost. They're not going to be able to get Baron off that because they're not grouped. Caitlyn was it Udyr's dead, Caitlyn was in town. Yeah, there was a lot of farm that just kind of went to waste there. They could be getting the farm that's at bottom and top now, but I don't know what's going on. Blue team, group up. Who's on my friends list? I just kind of want to message them in game. Group up, damn it.
Oh gosh, now I got a flipping thing that's not cancelled. Okay, that's gonna work. Okay, all right. Hopefully the stream's looking a bit better.
Oh, okay.
I'm having issues with basically I've somehow bumped my client when it was in window mode, and so now there's like a little, you can see the top of the actual window for the game, and I can't move it so it goes out of the screen like it was. And if I move to full windowed mode, I can't switch between OBS and the game without minimizing the game. So basically there's something going on with you're gonna die again, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn flashed away out of the fizz ult, which is definitely the right call. But but you really shouldn't be. Maokai, you've pushed the wave. Group with your team. Like you've got teleport's down. So if something bad happens, there's nothing you can do to fix it. Group with your team. I really wish Caitlyn would stop going bot for no reason. Just driving me nuts. Every single matchup. Like,
when's the last... Steve,
yeah?
I'll have you know, you want to be laning for as long as possible.
Except on Champ Select, we went through the exact problem that blue team can't do that against this team. Because any one person can catch someone out, and then it's GG. Like, then that person just dies. See, again, stop doing this, Udyr. God, it drives me nuts. It's exciting to watch, but they could already be like this game could already have been won by the red team. Sorry, by the blue team moving up. Like, this is going to be the 5th dragon so 36 minutes, 5 dragons to 0. That's sensational, and it's because when they group up around dragon, they win. It seems like the times between dragon that they're not grouped and therefore they lose.
Oh, that's it. They're gonna pick them all off here, one by one. Here we go. Ready? Here's Seppi. You're going down.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go for Thresh. Leave him. Go.
Just
push
me.
Yeah, just push me.
Go take a tower.
Well, I mean, you've got at least 2 people who can just tank the tower, so just go tank the tower.
So 4 people have gone to the bot lane, and Tarek went to the mid. So this is one of the situations that I find myself in solo queue, where you see the obvious tactical choice, and you ping it, and you go there, and everyone else makes a worse tactical choice. But because everyone else is there, you're the one that looks like the idiot. So Tarek had the right idea, but he should have turned and gone with the team.
Well, they're gonna get the bottom tower anyway. I mean, now that there's only 2 people down.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad. I mean, now they could take. Well, they probably could take this too because they've got that dragon buff, and look at the size of Maokai. So in the end it worked out, but really they should have. I mean, they could have burned down mid, got both the mid and the
they could have the
inner and inhibitor turret, and probably the inhibitor,
Yeah.
if they'd gone to the one place. But they did what they did, and they got something out of it. They've got an open inhib. That's not a bad thing. It's never to be dismissed lightly.
Should have been an inhib. Should have had.
Should have been, yeah.
Down mid lane, and then you could have just gone and pressured another lane as 5, and not much choices that red team have in that situation.
I love that Fizz can kill anyone on the team under the right circumstances, but when he tries to 1v1 trade with Tarek
Yeah.
is man.
And this is like all of my Tarek games in Battle Arena. It's happening all over again, but on quite.
Well, because they've got this dragon buff, they could actually consider Baroning, because they just forced them back. They're all there. Caitlyn's doing a lot of damage. Tarek's pretty tanky. Udi's doing a lot of damage, so...
They don't seem to have any idea either. Look, Malzahar casually pushing bottom, Fizz, recalling.
Oh, nice guy Seppi comes over the wall with a
Wow.
save Akali, but he's gonna get Lantern right out of there. Everyone, get in a lane. Get in a lane. Stop chasing.
You know what would have been hilarious if Maokai had actually had W'd onto... Oh, this is going to hurt. See you later, Caitlyn. Baron buff's not going to save you.
Nice. Oh, the damage. So much damage. Now, if they've got a minion wave, they've got the tankiness, don't be foolish. Don't just take the inhibitor. Take the tower and the inhibitor. They can rotate to bottom and get a second inhibitor, or they've got 40 seconds. They've got 40
They
seconds.
closed it. They finished it.
They could win the game right now.
Yeah, that's what they should do.
Okay, so there's a little bit of indecision among the ranks. Some people want this. If someone makes a call, follow the call. See, look, Udyr is he could have already had those towers down if he'd gone with whatever the team was doing.
And now he's stuck between minions and the Nexus.
The minions won't last long with freaking stance. There we go. As our first Nexus goes down for Battle Arena. Do we even have a weak number, Carrot?
One of them.
Alright, there we go.
Victory. I mean, we're all victorious, aren't we? 72k to 62k by the end of that.
Yep.
And I was quite happy to say, we didn't actually bring it up, it's kind of a habit that we've not really stuck to, is that talking about who's upgraded their trinkets, and quite a few people had, so kudos to those that did.
Yeah, so Tarek had, which is good. I think he probably could have upgraded a little bit earlier. I think he upgraded it to sort of level 12 or 13, which is probably... It's a bit late by my taste, but, you can. Yeah, but I mean, really, all the team should have sweepers. So, I mean, Blue Team did better in that regard, because they had, 3 sweepers and then 2 upgraded stealth totems, where actually, Mouse and Nocturne had upgraded pink trinkets, which is much better than the totems. Really, if you're gonna have the totem wards, go for the pink wards, because they're permanent, and the cooldown's like a minute, so basically you can have a pink ward up all the time. Yeah. All right, let's get ready for game 2. So